Breaking, Peter Obi out as Reno Mokri predicts outcome of presidential election petition tribunal between Atiku and Bola Tinubu. How? How are you predicting? How did you get the information that you are using to predict? That is it. So who told you Peter Obi is out? And if Peter Obi is out, this is not the end of it. It will get to the Supreme Court. A sensible and a credible court will order a rerun between the people that have cases in the court. So if Peter Obi had the strongest case in court and he cannot be removed, that is the truth. So all these ones, no more just causing problem. No more just causing problem. I tell you the truth. Ahead of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal judgment slated for Wednesday, September 6, 2023, Reno Mokri has predicted that tribunal judges are not likely to order a rerun, but declare Waziri Atiki Abubakar the winner of the election, and thus the president-elect, or they uphold the election and President Bola Tinubu retains his seat. He made this known via his verified X page. I recall both Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar are contesting INEC's announcement of APC's Bola Tinubu as president, claiming that the election was marred by corruption and that Tinubu was not qualified to run. The Presidential Election Petition Tribunal reserved its decision after the petitioners, the People's Democratic Party and its standard bearers, Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi and Labour Party, closed their cases in June after calling 40 of the 150 witnesses listed in their petitions challenging the All Progressive Congress and the president's victory. While Tinubu's lawyer prayed for a successful outcome, Atiku legal team admonished the tribunal to shun executive intimidation and disperse judgment on the matter. Reacting on the likely outcome of today's judgment, Reno said they are not likely to order a rerun because of a third-place loser relying on marketplace gossip and whose future chances have been dashed by the leaked Yes Daddy audio, where he conspired to declare religious war on the Muslim Ummah. Can you imagine? No reasonable court is going to order another election. Nigeria spent over $1 billion on the last election. There need to be a very compelling reason to order a rerun for a court to make us spend another $1 billion. And Peter Obi has not provided even a scintilla proof to invalidate the election of 2023. Why these people are propagandists, I tell you. The man is not even claiming that he won. It is his deluded supporters who are seeking to reclaim a mandate that their principal does not even claim. How do you look for something that is not lost? All he and his supporters have done is attempt to intimidate the Nigerian judiciary with their all eyes on judiciary propaganda. In my opinion, two things will likely happen tomorrow, or that is today. Either the Presidential Election Petition Court declares Waziri Atiku Abubakar the winner of the election and thus the president-elect, or they uphold the election and President Bola Tinubu retains his seat. They are not likely to order a rerun because of a third-place loser relying on marketplace gossip and whose future chances have been dashed by the leak Yes Daddy audio. Why is this guy behaving like this? Quite unfortunate. Somebody say you are not ashamed of yourself, that your tribes that good to rule Nigeria is suffering more than Igbos. You don't have sense. Look at Igbo people. Can you compare yourself with Igbo man in anything? You are ruling Nigeria. Can you compare Nigeria with China and Japan and USA or South Africa? It is since your good tribes, Yoruba and Hausa, to rule Nigeria is ruling Nigeria. Zoo, animals country called Nigeria. See how useless you have become. No reasonable, responsible person pays attention to your trash anymore. That is Reno's position. Reno has made himself so an object of political ridicule. I tell you, Omokri, you have destroyed Nigeria and fools were hailing you. Nigerians are watching. Right on. Reno Omokri has always been moderate with his view, Despite the fact that he always says the right things, the obedient servants have seen him as their first enemy. Ren Omokri has never been reasonable. That is the truth. They are chasing shadow. Who told you? Omokri will never say anything reasonable because of hatred. Does it matter? The position of Obi came from. Obi challenged the outcome of the election, which wrongfully put him in third place. I'm guessing a rerun, but a rerun that doesn't include Tinubu, okay? Because if INEC and Tinubu are found guilty, then the same INEC cannot still be trusted to conduct the election where Tinubu will participate, except there is no rerun. That is exactly what I'm saying. That if judiciary is ordering a rerun, actually, then Tinubu should be disqualified because of all the credibility issues around it, even if it's from EC8A and all the data entries during application. All of that need to be cancelled. That's one. Two, INEC this current INEC chairman shouldn't be the person to rerun the election. There should be a critical committee that should do the rerun, because this current INEC chairman has proven to be biased and corrupt and has been bought over by Tinubu and APC. That is it. Nobody should waste data on this useless man called Omokri. Exactly. He's just something different I can't explain. I just can't understand the kind of person Omokri is. I tell you the truth. He's just a bunch of problems. So I have told them before that the best thing for Igbos is to fight for Biafra referendum. Okay, because they are not needed in this country. The zoo must continue to be the zoo. And that is it. So the truth of the matter is that they don't want the Igbos to rule Nigeria, and they don't want to let the Igbos go to have their own country. So you are forcing them to be your slave. Definitely the entity will burst. How long are you going to suppress them? It's just for a while. That is it. It's just for a while. It's just for a while. Okay? So somebody is saying here, how far have you gone with your presidency? Your state still remains the capital of poverty, useless people everywhere. That is it. It's quite unfortunate that people that are even supporting the bad government are also the people that are suffering, are also having the highest level of poverty in their own country. It's quite unfortunate. Really quite unfortunate. So that is what is happening here. Reno Mokri is trying to ridicule Peter Obi. The only question I have now is, what has Peter Obi done to Reno Mokri? He was in PDP with both Atiku and Kwakwanso. Now he has turned Peter Obi to his enemy because Peter Obi has created the kind of political wave that has never happened in Nigeria before. Why will Reno Mokri not be reasonable at all? That is the problem I have. What does it stand to gain to see Nigeria destroyed? What does it stand to gain to see Nigeria still exist on the platform of corruption? I don't understand. What is he looking for? It's quite unfortunate that young men that should be reasonable to shape Nigeria are the people causing problem in Nigeria. So thank you for listening, and let's have a comment on what Omokri is trying to predict about the tribunal judgment coming today.